Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, come back at you with another offering off of my Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks, this is a series of videos that I've been doing for a little bit now, where I go over there, I try out food and drinks, things like that, usually new items or obscure items, sometimes from distant lands, things like that, sometimes from the gas station by my house, stuff like that. Occasionally I do restaurant highlights, things like that, you know. And all the while I ramble on about stuff. I wear shirts that realistically should be probably for like, I don't know, maybe like 16-year-old me instead of 34-year-old me. But at this point, folks, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm not a very good adult, am I? No! If I was, I wouldn't be doing the show. Ha 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 ha! Anyway, so what am I trying for you today, folks? Well, if you watched my last video, which was the, well, it's partially eaten. Chocolatey Payday, no. If you watch that, then you might see a little tiny sneak preview thing. If that's the case, then you already might maybe know already. Boom! Folks, we're doing Skittles Singles to go. These are, I saw these, I've been trying to drink more water, and I have to kind of cheat. So I've been buying up, like, I don't usually buy, like, the powder ones. I usually buy, like, the squirt ones and stuff like that. I have, like, I don't know, at least 10 or so in my fridge, just for various options and stuff like that. But I did see these, and I was like, alright, man, I gotta give these a shot, right? I'm honestly not even that big of a Skittles guy. I'm not usually too into fruit candies, which is weird because I love fruit. I love fruit juice. Usually if I'm doing candy, I tend to go like chocolate or savory, something like that. But, yeah, I figured I'd give these a shot. If nothing else, out of, you know, honor my good friend Mike, who is a big fan of Skittles. Mike doesn't watch these videos. I don't even know if he knows that they exist. And if he did, I don't think he would watch them, but not because he's a bad friend, just because he's like an actual adult and has shit to do with his life. But in case he does, hi Mike, you're never going to watch this. That's okay. I love you, buddy. Anyway, I said that to nobody. I love all of you, though. There we go. That's probably not true. But yeah, I saw these. I figured, man, I'll give them a shot. So, you got 4 different flavors. You got your strawberry, you got your orange, you got your green apple, and you got your grape. So these are the classic ones. Yeah. So, I got some bottles of water here. I'm going to try each flavor, and we'll see how they go, I guess. I don't know how much they're going to taste like actual Skittles, but usually I like to tell a little story or something to go along with the item. I don't know that I have a good Skittles story, because again, I don't eat Skittles that often. Usually if I'm going for bite-sized candy, I will go with some Reese's Pieces. Maybe M&M's, if they're like one of the funky flavors, like the mint, chocolate ones I really like. Hazelnut's good too. The classic ones are fine, but they're a little bit, you know. Do I have a good Skittles story? I don't think I do, folks. I really don't think I have a good Skittles story. So I'm going to get into this. I have to kind of move quickly anyway, because for those of you who watch my videos know, I have a 30-minute time limit, because I do all this on my phone, and for whatever reason, my phone will only allow me to record consistently for 30 minutes. And then it'll go over there and it'll say it's still recording, but it's lying to me. So, we've got an orange. Oh, I hope I don't need scissors for these. Do I need scissors for these? No, okay, I think they're good. Strawberry. Green apple. That one's probably going to be my least favorite. And grape. Didn't they change... Like, wasn't green something else originally, and then they changed to green apple, or was that the other way around? I don't know. Like I said, not a big enough Skittles guy. So, we'll get this out of the way. We'll get green apple done. Yeah, I mean, and I love apple. Apple's great, but I don't usually like sour or tart things. And of course it fell on the ground. Why wouldn't it fall on the ground? Make me look like an idiot. Alright, this one I drank a tiny bit out of, full disclosure, after my my previous video. Yeah, okay, cool. Just tears. Neat. Does it tear all the way? Or just part of the way? There we go. Tears all the way. Let's give this a shot with another green apple. Whether it smells like green apple Skittles, I don't know. I do like the color it turned it, though. I will say that right now. I'm a big fan of a sea green type of color. Probably not something you want, to be the color you're going to be ingesting, but do the thing. It's pretty. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it did a decent job of dissolving this stuff, so let's give this a shot, folks. Like I said, I gotta move a little bit quickly. Again, green apple. This might not be too bad. It doesn't come off as being too heavy a flavor. That is perfectly good. I don't know that it tastes a lot like a green apple Skittle. I know I've had green apple Skittles before, because even though I don't usually eat Skittles, occasionally I'll be at a place that has Skittles, and I'll usually munch on them a little bit. It's a pretty mild flavor. It's definitely not very tart or anything. It still has that green apple taste versus, red apple, but you don't get the tartness or the sourness of it. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. If that's the worst of them, then I'm in for good times coming up. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if it's giving you exactly that Skittle taste, but it makes it look pretty and it's not bad to drink. That's number one down. Do orange next. Orange is pretty generic. Open the thing. Tear here. I will say I like that one. Actually tore really easy. I do like the way they've got their packaging designed. And I do actually have, it will probably be a little bit, and fuck only knows when I'll actually end up uploading it. But I do have another drink one with powdery stuff, but I need to do a little bit more before I can do that one. Otherwise I would have done it in congruence with this one. I will say this, man. They make some nice looking colors. I have other orange, like squeezy things that, pour into, for drinks and stuff like that. This is the most orange. Like, this is like Orange Crush. So, whoever their color guy is, definitely was on it. Oh, no. Sorry, that was my text thing. I really should silence them, but, I'm gonna drink the thing. Okay. It's not bad. It's orange, orange flavored. It's kind of a weird edge to it, though. Like, if you've ever gone over there and, like, taken apart an orange, from, like, its original orange state, and you're eating the pieces, and you've got one that has, like, a little bit too much of, like, the rind residue on it. Not enough to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to eat this, but enough that you can taste it in your mouth, and it gives it, kind of a different flavor. That's what this tastes like. It's not entirely unpleasant. It gives it an interesting orange taste that makes it less generic. I'll give it that. It definitely doesn't taste like any of the other orange water add-ons that I have. That's not bad. Again, I don't know how much it tastes like a Skittle, but yeah, I mean, it's you know, I probably prefer, like, I have a squeeze it thing for, like, Tang. I'd say I probably prefer the Tang to this, but I probably prefer this to, like, the generic, like, great value orange crap I have. So that's number 2. On to number 3. We'll do grape with this one. Grape. I like grape. Grape is underrated in my opinion. I think I might have talked about this in one of my old videos. I can't remember anymore. I'm 800 million years old. But my personal theory, because growing up, like, orange was still definitely the most popular of, like, the fruit flavored sodas and stuff like that, with the exception of, like, lemon lime. You've got Sprite and 7-Up and everything. And again, that's got that nice solid color to it. Like I said, orange was always probably the most popular, but I think grape was, like, pretty close. I could be completely wrong on that, but at least for me in my childhood, that's what it seemed like. And then in, I believe it was the late 90s, they had Kenan and Kel, which was a great show. Absolutely loved it. They've been talking about reboot, who knows. But who loves orange soda? Well, Kel loved orange soda. And man, like, the marketing on that couldn't have possibly been better. Because after that, it seemed like they just took a commanding lead. And kind of sucks for me, because I probably prefer grape soda to orange soda. Though I do like orange soda. It smells grapey. I didn't smell the orange one, but that tastes like grape Kool-Aid. I'm gonna be honest. It's a little bit different than I remember orange Kool-Aid tasting, because I haven't had orange Kool-Aid in quite a while. But it definitely had a very distinct taste to it. Kind of sticks with you. Yeah, it kind of tastes like that, just a little bit different than that. It's good. I'd say, yeah. I mean, if you want some grape Kool-Aid, and for whatever reason you don't have grape Kool-Aid around, and for some reason you have this, I don't know why that'd be the case. This will do you. This is it's a very solid stand-in for the grape drink, or the purple stuff that you used to see in 90s commercials whenever somebody would open up a fridge. And then they'd be like, oh my god, I want Sunny D. Why? There's so many better drinks. I didn't hate Sunny D or anything like that. It's perfectly fine. But come on, folks. You knew better than Sunny D. You know it. Yeah, okay. And let's do the strawberry. Open up the thing. Okay. I like strawberry usually. It's kind of hit or miss with me though. Like strawberry sodas, some I really love and others can't go with it. Like I love strawberry crush, but strawberry Fanta, no, not a fan. And I like Fanta. I did a review on here for Pina Colada Fanta. Go ahead and check that one out. You can check that one out right now. I mean, finish watching this, but, you know, do whatever you want. Going in. All right. Now, I don't know if that one really smells strawberry-ish, but... Look at that arm fat just jiggling. Oh, man. Get back into the gym so very badly. Again, pretty solid flavor, though. Nowhere near as beautiful as the orange or the green. Man, like, they knocked it out of the park. This one is a little bit muddy looking. I think this could have done with some fluorescent red. I don't know if I'm going to like this one from the smell. It definitely has a weird smell to it. Okay. It tastes better than it smells. I will say that. The smell isn't terrible or anything. It just smells a little bit off. The drink itself is fine, though. I will say this. Of the three that I've tasted, in my opinion, this one tastes the closest to a Skittle. Maybe that's just the fact that I've had more red Skittles in my life. That's maybe a guess. I don't even know if that's true. So maybe I have a better comparison. But this does actually have a little bit of a Skittle-ish taste to it. So, yeah. I don't know if I'd really say it tastes that strawberry-ish, though. More kind of like generic berry. Maybe a hint of strawberry, kind of on the edge of it, but yeah, okay. It's not bad. I will say, in terms of just, like, strictly for drinking, this one might be the best because it feels a little bit more mild than the other ones. You know, so it's not as, like, strong a flavor. But if I was going to go over there and rank the four of them, I would say, well, it's tough to say. I guess I would probably put, where would you go? It's hard to say because, like, they're solid enough. They're decent additions to the drinks, but like this one, the strawberry is probably the most, again, like, kind of generic tasting, but it's not a bad taste. So it kind of becomes a thing of, like, uniqueness versus, you know, just overall tasteability. I'm going to give this one my top spot. I'm going to say that the pretty color edges it out for me. But I genuinely do like the flavor of this one. And it surprised me because, again, I didn't think that I was really going to be all that into it. So I'm probably going to give Green Apple the top. Then after that, I'm going to go with the orange. It does, like I said, it does have kind of a little bit of a weird taste to it. But again, it's not entirely unpleasant. So I like that it's kind of doing its own thing. After that, I'm going to put the strawberry. I think, like I said, I think it does a good job of just being kind of something to swig down. Grape I'm going to put last, but it's not like a distant last or anything. Like, it could have been either way between these two. I guess, if nothing else, just because it's like, again, it tastes like grape Kool-Aid. So I could go make, like, a big picture of that stuff if I really wanted to. But this, you know, it does its job. Would I recommend them? I don't remember how much I paid for this. But I mean, it didn't cost that much, I don't think. And if you want some add-ons into your water, you know, if you're like me and you just have first world problems and you're like, standard water, by all means, give them a shot. If you're a huge Skittles fan, give them a try. Maybe they'll be more Skittle-ish for you. But for me, you know, they're just kind of generic flavors. But wait, what's that, folks? There's an extra bottle. Why is there an extra bottle, folks? Because, of course, some of you might foresee what I'm about to do coming. I'm going to go ahead and put all 4 flavors into one bottle because, to be honest, folks, you're grabbing some Skittles. I mean, some folks will pick them out. But generally speaking, you're probably just going to pour some into your hand and go, oh, taste the rainbow, folks. I'm going to go over there and just pick out individual pieces of the rainbow. They do the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them all one big thing, and then probably go into a diabetic coma. Yeah, sounds like a plan. we will do orange first, because it's orange. Ugh. I wonder what color it's going to make it. Oh, that's number one. Oh, let's do green apple next. The winner of our thing. Oh, my thing. And you guys are on the journey with me, but, you know, how many people is that? Like 3? I don't get a lot of views, but I do it for the 3. Pour that in. Try to get it all in there. I will say it'd be interesting to go over there and like mix and match these flavors and stuff like that. So that, however, is for a chemist to decide, clearly. Me, I'm a rank amateur, so we're going to do some grape, grape, and strawberry. I don't think this is going to taste very good, if I'm honest, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Oh, open the thing. I'm sure if there's like a warning label or something, it probably says to do exactly the opposite of this. So, close the thing up, nice and tight, you can see it. And whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yeah, that's pretty much the color I expected it to be. Let's give it some extra wishing. What with the arm jiggle and such. Oh, this one's not quite as jiggly, but it's still not good, folks. Yeah, it's kind of a muddy, brownish purple. No man was meant to have this much flavor in one go. But, fuck it, folks. I'm Brandon goddamn Wenzel. Wow, that's an interesting smell. It's not unpleasant, but it's unexpected. Let's give it a shot. Ugh! No! Oh, man! Jesus! That is all the flavors! Wow! I wonder what it would taste like if it was, like, more diluted, like if it was in, like, a bigger jug. Oh, man, that is too much flavor for one thing. And it just gets more, now it just looks like freaking poo water. Ooh. No. That is way too sweet. And then it's kind of tart. And then you get like some of the individual flavors trying to fight their way through with their last gasps. Just trying to fight through the sludge that is this stuff. Oh man, that is not for drinking. Yeah. No, don't do that. Or do it and try it, but you won't like it. I like sweet things. This is too much. Way too much. Way too much. As I expected it would be, to be fair. But yeah, no. No on that one. Will I go over there and drink it, though? Probably. I generally don't like to waste stuff if I can. But yeah, that's not going to be a fun one for me. But to be fair, I drank that freaking Fago Hana crap. Watch that video. Yeah, that wasn't great. Anyway, folks, so that's going to be it for me and the Skittles stuff. Like I said, feel free to go out and try it. Just don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. Like yourself more than I like myself. So, folks, if you could go over there, I'm going to sign off. If you could do 5 things for me. Have yourself a phenomenal rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, an amazing rest of your month, a grandiose rest of your year. And if you could, go over there and have just an impossibly monumental, rest of your life. Especially, if you're doing good things and stuff like that. Keep it up. do that stuff. This leads me into my final two things, folks. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, if you're drinking this stuff or not, maybe you're making better life decisions. You can't do a lot worse. That's not true. You can do so much worse than what I do. But regardless of what you're doing, if you can, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's always appreciated. And if you can't, it's always understandable. But try not to be an asshole. Try not to take away some of the positivity in the world if you can. We all have our flare-ups and stuff like that. You know, being an asshole is just kind of part of being a human being. And the last thing, folks, if you could just go over there, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, you know, maybe you're going to go over there and, you know, pick up an instrument. Or maybe you're going to invent an instrument. Or maybe you're going to invent a robot that plays instruments. And it'll go over there and it'll make all other musicians obsolete because of its perfect form and everything like that. And eventually one day Trent Reznor will collaborate with it on a movie soundtrack and win like another Emmy or something like that. Do that. But anyway, folks, that's going to be it for me. No. Bye.